Time. Up you come.
Hi, I'm Tilly, and this is my black belt speech, as well as a reflection of my journey. Firstly, I would just like to say that if I was able to hold a black belt in my hands, it would be a dream come true for me. A black belt is a white belt who never gave up, which I've always been told. It is a nice ending, but a perfect start to the next part of my journey. It takes time to achieve, but that's what matters. It has taken a lot of my effort to find time to practice in between jobs and school, but when you look at it, I've come quite far. I think I deserve a black belt because I have persevered quite a lot in the last year or so. Just to get even close to a black belt is a great achievement. To be standing here right now is amazing. I wanted to do my black belt since I saw what I was able to do. I just think whether I pass or not, I'm able to see how far I have come. To know that I got this far is a dream come true. And the people who have helped me through, especially my mum for letting me throw her around and practice with her. Since the first time we all got together to practice at the dojo, I knew this would be hard. The price I was willing to pay for my free time after school, which is where I would probably be reading, drawing, squashing my sister, watching TV or spending time with my family. We've had some days where I couldn't quite practice, but the following days took extra time to practice. These are my heroes. Mariah Elizabeth is a YouTuber who has inspired me throughout my art journey and still is in this very moment. Mariah has become quite a big influence on my creativity, even with imagination in every line I draw. The Nightmare Before Christmas is my favourite Halloween film, produced by Tim Burton. He has a different style that fills me with more imagination and I love it. Natasha is my bestie and she always will be. She showed me to always believe in be myself from the day we became friends. She has always put a smile on her face and always makes me laugh. Shani was my mum's best friend who always had a smile on her face too. When I broke my leg, she came over and brought me some cupcakes when I baked especially to cheer me up. From the moment she passed onwards, whenever I see a cupcake, I remember that day. She gave me courage to believe in myself and make a positive when time is tough. Nanny and Dickie were my grandparents who have not long passed. I used to have so much fun when I was with them. My Dickie always used to make me laugh and call me Tiddler, and my nanny taught me how to play Scrabble together with Martha. My memories of them were always of them being happy or Nanny telling Dickie off, which would always make me laugh. Martha is my big sister and she's never given up on me or herself. That's what inspired me the most. She's shown quite a bit of bravery in and out of karate ever since the day she stepped to the dojo. I would also like to thank these two people. They helped me practice my self-defense for gradings many times and get right through my KRMA journey. Thank you, Natasha and Bev. I know that we were only meant to mention 3 KRMA inspirations, but I just wanted to thank you, Sensei Andy, for choosing me to do my black belt and help guide me through karate since I was 3 years old.
Hi, I'm Natasha and this is my black belt speech. To me, a black belt means that I have taken all these mini steps to get to my first actual big step. But I will not end it here because this is my first step in my journey. I was a white belt who never gave up and won't give up. It is a complete honour to be able to wear a black belt knowing the journey I have taken to get this first step. That's what a black belt means to me. I think I deserve a black belt because of all the tests I have been given in the past. They don't get easier, they get harder. I have trained 6 years for this. My journey has been like a roller coaster. There have been some hard things, like the tricks I have learned and the required fitness to be able to attend my black belt. But some things have come easier, like remembering the forms and journaling. I enjoy learning forms and how they fit in with other moves in martial arts. But if I didn't deserve this, I wouldn't be able to get stuck with all these people and my friends. I hate exams, hate them, but I love this one because I got to do it with my friends and that's so special that I enjoy practicing with the people I don't usually get to train with. Both those my age and some that are older than me. I really enjoyed passing on a bit of wisdom I have to Colleen. I hope it helped. My heroes. Some of my heroes are my parents and grandparents, Tilly, Martha, Cara, and Sensei Andy. My parents difference because they have made sure that I get to all my competitions and my events and made sure I have spare time to do all my extra training. And my mum took the extra classes to help me. And my dad's even swept the maths at competitions. He's great with the broom. My grandparents, because they have gone to all my events in my journey with KRMA, and for them just being them. Tilly is one of my heroes because she has just been alongside with me every step of the way and has made my journey so much fun and easier. Tilly is my bestest friend in the whole world, and I wouldn't have got through this without her. Cara and Martha, because they have helped me learn new techniques and have inspired me in my training with junior instructor training classes by watching them how they are and what they do. They have become big sisters to me. Definitely Andy, because he has pushed me and taught me everything that I know. And I know I haven't been the easiest to teach, but he got me there in the end. There are so many other people that I could mention, and I'm grateful for that. And finally, I just want to thank everyone who has helped me. Not only have you helped me to get my black belt test, but you have helped me get a kebab and a chocolate fudge cake as well. Thank you for giving me your time.
Ever since I joined karate, I've always wanted to get my black belt. My heroes is my mum, who has supported me all this way up to this very moment. Susie, who has not only helped me with my black belt but has taught me katana. Therefore, that brings me to Sensei Jade, who has taught me and has helped me get past things I have struggled with. What a black belt means to me. A black belt means to me that you have responsibility and are happy to help a friend or another person inside or outside of KRMA and to follow rules. Why I think I deserve a black belt? I think I deserve a black belt because I keep trying and persevere, and I'm also responsible since I'm able to assist during younger lessons.
Hello, my name is Josh, and 5 years ago when I joined KRMA to learn karate, I wanted to be like one of the people in the movies who could do cool tricks and stop the bad guys. But soon after joining KRMA, I realised that karate is just so much more than just learning how to fight and do cool tricks. It's about ethics, discipline, community, and most of all, it's about the journey. Working towards achieving a black belt isn't just so you can brag to your friends that you have one, it's about learning new skills, discipline, responsibility, and dedication. It's also as well as getting to know other like-minded people, like the people you see today. To me, earning a black belt is something that shows I have the discipline to learn new skills, practice those skills in order to master them, perseverance to keep going when things are difficult, and a commitment to attend regular training sessions. It also symbolises respect, because everybody on this journey has shown respect to one another and helped one another when they are struggling. I started karate, admiring those with a black belt. I thought, wow, I really want to be like one of them. And as I went through my training, I always had a goal in my head, and that goal was to one day pass this exam and wear one of those belts. Therefore, gaining my black belt would be an immense achievement and probably one of the greatest, most significant in my life to date. I don't think that I alone deserve the black belt, because everybody here today deserves to achieve their black belt, because together we have helped each other when one of us was lacking in confidence or struggling. For me it was organisation, which I thank Becky for helping me with that. Personally, organising my time and remembering to complete the regular journal entries I found challenging, as well as motivating myself to start writing this speech and getting it completed in time. With a bit of encouragement from those around me, as well as reminding myself that I could do it, I've managed to complete regular journal entries and this speech. I think that all of us here today have put in loads of effort into this journey. I particularly enjoyed doing my community service because I felt like I was making a difference to my neighbourhood and helping out where possible. I wanted to take my black belt exam because I thought it would give me the skills that I will be able to use later in life, for example, perseverance, dedication and commitment. I also think it was a good opportunity for me to develop my program to develop and progress my martial arts skills even further. One of my main aims is to be able to help others with their martial arts journey, and for me, the only way to teach someone properly is by doing it yourself and leading by example. And a good teacher is always learning themselves, and I'm excited to keep learning on this martial arts journey. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Becky and I've been studying traditional karate at KRMA for about 7 years. I also study katana. To me, a black belt is an achievement to show the hard work, perseverance and determination to earn it. It is not just the physical work but the mental growth to become the best version of yourself. Throughout my journey to achieve my black belt, I have endured a few stumbling blocks. The embarrassment of having to bum shuffle off the mats due to a sprained knee will forever haunt me, as it probably will you. Learning to adapt certain techniques due to injuries is a mind over matter mentality, which leads to a stronger mindset. I also never realised how short in stature I was until doing partner work. We have had quite a few laughs at my T-Rex arms not being able to reach, especially with overarm bear hugs. Finding ways to adapt and make things work has been challenging but extremely rewarding and probably very entertaining for anybody watching. I think over the years of training and studying, I have tried to learn to the best of my abilities with whatever dramas are going on in my life at the time. I would say that when my marriage broke down, training with excellent and supportive classmates definitely helped me through, kept me going, and probably kept me sane, and I still managed to learn and improve. Being a single mum has made me stronger and has given me more focus on being patient, resilient and adaptable. I have and still am learning to not be so hard on myself and to accept credit where credit is due. I think I deserve this black belt because I have shown what I have learned to the best of my abilities with kindness, humour and support with my classmates. Did I also mention I can make really good cupcakes? I have to narrow down my heroes. This has been tricky because there are quite a lot of people I find inspiring. The true heroes are those that have to deal with me on a daily basis. The alive people that inspire me are KRMA due to his humble, kind and respectful nature. After everything he's been through, he has chosen to be a good and compassionate person, which is something to aspire to. Another person I feel inspired by is my mum. I feel she deserves a medal for putting up with me for 47 years. I love that she's kind and patient and still tells me off when I need it. My daughter inspires me to be better. While she drives me mad and crazy, her confidence and resilience shines through. I am proud of the smart and capable young lady she is becoming, except when she gives me sass and attitude. The unalive people who have inspired me are Stephen Hawking. His constant drive to learn, despite all the odds, are a lesson to never give up. Another person is Rosa Parks. She's a very intelligent lady who stood against adversity and fought for those who didn't fight. To me, she is a true Wonder Woman. She is a reminder to do the right thing, no matter how difficult it may be. Lastly, my dad. His strength, humour and intelligence taught me so much when he was alive. I hope I can make him proud, even though I'm technically still grounded till I'm 63. My heroes within KRMA are fast. You're all heroes. However, this year I have to name my awesome foursome friends an honorary member, Susan. Thank you very much, ladies. You know who you are. Your patience and humour have been absolutely immense. Jamie is also inspiring because of his attention to detail, his humour and his patience. And last but not least, Sensei Andy. He has the patience of a saint, works far too hard without a break, and his knowledge. He definitely deserves a medal for putting up with my musical reference, especially in katas. I hope I have done enough to achieve my first dan, and I hope I have inspired others. I look forward to learning more and becoming a better version of myself. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely evening.
After nearly 15 years of training at KRMA, I'm finally here. I've been training with KRMA since I was 5. My dad's first day was in Royal Village Hall. I originally started when it was just one traditional karate class and began to progress. A few years later, my dad opened up a permanent school in Brig and started to teach freestyle to different age groups, which is when I started Junior Dragons. I then moved on to Senior Dragons, but he also started teaching weapons. That's where I found my love for cannons. Shortly after, we started competing at competitions and Team KRMA was made. When I was 9, I moved to live with my mum for a year, so I stopped training. But when I came back, I quickly progressed in freestyle, traditional and KRMA. I even took up MMA, Jiu-Jitsu and hyper, which not long after I did stop doing. I became part of Team KRMA again, and me and Georgie got put in for a Team 1 category last minute at World Championship. Team KRMA then began competing at pretty much every weekend at different competitions, bringing back more and more medals and trophies for our school. I got my first world title at UC in 2016 and grew my love competing. During this time, I started to help my dad with teaching Junior Dragons, which is when I realised I liked helping students progress just like I did when I was younger. When I turned 19, I finally took over teaching my own lessons at Brig. I was teaching juniors, seniors and elite. In August, I took over Barton and Colin and even began teaching weapons. Because of this, I quickly progressed with 3 grades in chucks and 2 grades in bow, which I never thought I'd be able to get. That brings me to today. I'd like to thank everyone who's helped me along the way, including Sensei Carl, helping me learn not to argue with my dad, Sensei Bev for helping me with my self-defense, and many more. But especially, I'd like to thank my dad, because without him, starting KRMA, I would never be such as I am today. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Sam. Most of you here know who I am, but for those of you who don't, I've got to fill my word count somehow. I'm a traditional karate student, a K60 student, chief instructor for KRMA Winston, Sensei Kara's mom, Sensei Carl's wife, and Bev's wife. So guess I'm just part of the KRMA furniture. I've been training with KRMA for quite a few years and finally got round to taking my second Dan black belt exam. With this being my 4th black belt speech, I thought it would be easier. With the saying, the more you do, the easier it gets. But I don't agree. Looking at your karate journey in more depth and trying to put it into words is very difficult. I have found the whole process quite difficult. Being bullied through school for being the fat kid in the corner, the words stick with you. Never thinking you're good enough or never having confidence in yourself can be tough. Especially on your black belt exam when you have to show you are good enough and you are confident. I know I drove Sensei Andy up the wall with my messages saying, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, but he always manages to spin the negative into a positive and push through. That's why I'm here today. So, inspirations, that's easy. It's every one of you stood here today. Whatever emotions and battles you have gone through, you've overcome them, and we are stood here today as a team. We started together and we finished together. Natasha, I would love to be just like you. Your confidence and determination is out of this world. Your ability to learn a form and become a world champion is amazing, and I just want to say how proud I am of you and love watching you grow into the amazing, confident young lady you are turning into. Evie, I was with you on your very first lesson. I wondered how on earth you are ever going to come. You were shy, timid, and didn't even want to join in. But I've watched you grow, and being with you here today, with you going for your second Dan, is an absolute honour. Keep pushing, keep aiming high, and I can't wait to see what direction you end up going. Cara, my biggest inspiration ever. I just want to say how proud I am of you and what you have achieved. I don't want to say you are very much like me, but stubborn, argumentative, annoying, but you are an amazing friend and an amazing daughter. Your achievements are second to none, and the way other students look up to you makes me very proud. Whatever happens today, third down or not, I'm very proud. Thank you, Kate, for all your help and advice along the way. Always available to be a willing victim in class, an amazing catter buddy. We always manage to achieve the end result and they'll have a laugh in the process. And thank you to the person I probably wind up and annoy the most, Bev. Even though Bev is not in my trial lesson, she gave up her time to help me learn and achieve, from being thrown on the floor, arm locked, leg locked, etc. She never complained once and has been there every step of the way. She is an amazing friend and I would be totally lost without her. Thank you. Sensei Andy, thank you for continuing to push me. Without you, I would have given up a long time ago and definitely wouldn't be stood here today. Thank you for giving up your time when I've had questions or needed help. With my work schedule, I find it hard to feel part of the team, but make sure I've learned what I needed, so we started as a team and we're finishing as a team. Georgia and Alicia, thank you for giving me the opportunity to push myself out of my comfort zone. They are stood here today as KRMA Winterton's first two black belt candidates. Watching you both grow and achieve has been an emotional experience and I want to commend you on your hard work and determination. Well done, girls. So what's next? I would like to look at kata in a bit more depth to understand the moves, the bunkai, and try hopefully take a kata to competition, possibly, and win, possibly. Watch this space. Just remember, a black belt is a white belt, but never goes. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Abby and this is my black belt speech. To me, a black belt is not just a title or something to boast about to your friends. It is something that signifies the journey you have been on to get that belt. It signifies all the hard work you have put in to get to where you are now. What does a black belt mean to me? Since my first time, my understanding of what a black belt is has evolved from working hard over the year in between training for my first time to working hard over the year in between and the year of training for my second time. What I mean by year in between is not putting in no effort because there's nothing to work for yet. There is always a target you can set and become better than you were before. A second down black belt would mean I have improved since my last black belt and has proved that I'm always getting better in skill and knowledge, which is a big confidence boost for me personally. Why do I deserve a black belt? I think I deserve my second down black belt because I've stuck to everything we need to do in preparation for the exam. For example, the exercises every day, the journal twice a week, and 10 hours of community service. As a first down black belt, now there are a few commitments you gain when you get the belt. The title of being a black belt means the lower grades look up to you and aspire to be like you and achieve what you have achieved, while I'm looking up to the third dans and any grade above me wanting to be like them. Why do I want to take the exam? A short answer would be to prove I'm worthy of the second black belt, but if you're not worthy, then I'm never given you the letter in the first place. Taking this exam would help my knowledge and skill greatly, because it's a physically demanding task of fitness, but it's also a mental battle. If you tell yourself you can't do it, then you can't do it. So you need to tell yourself to keep going, especially on the day when it gets tough. What prices have I had to pay to achieve my goals? I've given up most of my weekends to train either in the Georgia rugby or just at home in the garden. And my Saturday dance classes I sometimes have to be put to one side to focus on training this year. I've also had to get up earlier so I have time to do my exercises before I go to school, so I know I will not feel like doing them at the end of the day when I get home and have homework to go home. Even though some of these things have been hard, it is all worth it to feel more confident and ready for the exam. My heroes are my granddad because he helped build me the rig and he was doing a job he loved, making the most of life, and I hope I find a job I love and want to go to as well. My parents because they supported me all the way and sacrificed some of their time to help me train. My non-living hero is Funakoshi Ichi, who is also known as the father of modern karate, because if it was not for him, I would not be standing here today, taking this exam. My karate inspiration is Sensei Andy, because he's a 6th dan black belt, and that is the level I want to get to in karate to develop my skill.
In conclusion, this black belt will be another achievement in my karate journey and will be a memory I will never forget, just like my first time. I would like to thank my family and friends who have sacrificed their time to help me achieve this goal. Thank you for listening.
Right, good evening everybody. Well, if you only know me as Annie's mum, my name is Anne-Marie. Wow, how did I make it this far? What a journey. I started karate very late in life. Annie was a senior dragon, and I really wanted to encourage her to continue with what I felt and I still feel is a life skill. So when one of the other mums said, why don't you join us, and convinced me that I wasn't too old, I started track. The first class, I met Cara, who was standing alongside Annie. Okay. My first grading was about 6 weeks later. I was absolutely terrified. I had to do Kion Kata in front of everyone at Strawberry Village Hall. But hey, I'm still here. What does a black belt mean to me? It means anything is possible. From the point at which I started karate to where I am now, I've never dared to think that I could make it. As I write this speech, I still think I'm tempting fate. Whatever the outcome, I won't stop fighting to make it happen. If I receive my first Dan black belt, I will accept it as a huge honour, a testament to all of these people who've helped me on the journey. Okay, thank you, everyone. To all of those of you out there either ready to take the first Dan next year or who are just starting out as a white belt, go and get it. It's a tough challenge where your life is like a roller coaster. Highs and lows, adrenaline rushes, enjoy the ride. Do I deserve my black belt? Throughout life, I've struggled with self-doubt, and whenever I've achieved something, I've considered myself to have the imposter syndrome. However, one of my strengths is that due to my stubbornness, I will not give up. Many sleepless nights, blood, sweat and tears, mainly frustration, sometimes pain, extra lessons alongside not daring to miss classes brought me to this stage. Have I done enough? See what I mean? Okay. Why do I want to take the exam? Right now, that's a good question. Each time you put yourself through a grading, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and as a result, you're increasing its size. It's said that you should scare yourself a little every day. I think this might be a year's worth. Years ago, an assessor said to me that if you stand still, you'll go backwards, so you need to always think forwards. In order to continue with your own personal development, it is necessary to keep pushing. Aim to be the best version of yourself. What is the price? What level of commitment is required? Each and every one of us will have paid a different price to be here tonight. For me, I have driven myself as hard as I could. We need to be selfish in the pursuit of our dreams. If you want something, go and get it. We can now apologise to all our family and friends who have been dragged along on this journey. You are very important to us. Sorry, everybody. My heroes, all in KRMA, my heroes. Special mentions those are the following. Sensei Andy for not rolling your eyes out loud for the nth time I ask you to repeat something. It's everything when I have brain freeze. It happens so often it must be my age. Thank you. Sensei Jamie, your attention to detail inspires me and scares me at the same time. Thank you. Sensei Carl. Sensei Carl. Your unwavering confidence in me means so much. Thank you. Okay, my family. Paul, who in desperation brought an air fryer to avoid us having to have dinner at 10 o'clock every night, as either Annie or myself were busy. Okay. My son Jack, who quietly gets on and does his own thing, is brave enough to head off to Liverpool, Leeds, Lincoln, Newcastle, just at the drop of the hat when he fancies a night out. Although he still hasn't done the Otley one yet. Anya, just look at her. Quietly confident, uber talented, super smart, driven, with enough sass just to keep us on our toes. I love them all. From a very young age, I was involved in ponies. Hey, this is for you. Lucinda Green, MBE 71, is a lifelong hero of mine.
She's a 6-time winner of badminton horse trials, a former world champion, 3 times European champion, as well as Olympic silver medalist. She wrote about the struggles she had herself with self-belief, not eating because she didn't think she was worthy of the horses she rode. If world-class athletes, we say it, and have issues like this, we mere mortals don't need to be so hard on ourselves. I've been lucky enough to have lessons with Lucinda. She told me to knock boys off sitting on my shoulder, knock him off and start believing in myself. And that's, I felt, wise words which we can all relate to. Okay. I've been privileged to have been a member of the Awesome Foursome. Cara, Becky and Colleen, along with our honouring member Susie. Without these ladies I would never have reached this stage. Each and every one of you have supported me on this journey. We've laughed, cried, repeatedly worked through our catas, kumite, self-defence, black belt complex. Yeah, I know it was all for me. Thank you, I'm so rich. You are all my heroes, along with all the other friends for life we've made here at KRMA. A heartfelt thank you to all of you. Well done everyone, you've been incredible. Enjoy the rest of the evening and let the games begin. Thank you.
Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cara and I'd like to share with you my karate journey and some of the amazing people I've met along the way. I joined KRMA in February 2019, not having done anything like it before. I quickly realised how unfit and uncoordinated I was, and when I asked if I was coming back the next week, I found myself saying yes. Not too long after I started, Anne-Marie joined my class. Quickly became in awe of her strength and ability to never give up. We soon became firm friends and I cannot thank him enough for always challenging me, always moving that pad a little bit higher, pushing me to become better. Thank you. A couple of months later, I found myself at school in Village Hall, attending my first graduation ceremony. We had to perform our catas and I was terrified. I must have looked it too, as a lady came over to me and told me everything would be fine, giving me the biggest hug. Becky's kindness moved me about. She always had such positive words for everyone. Her motivational skills are second to none and have kept me going at end of time. Thank you. Later on, the time for another grading, we were invited to do extra lessons at break. We worked on sparring technique, finishing with a few rounds of free sparring. After running out of people I knew, I came up against Feisty Brown, and gosh, just she gets stuck in. I remember her shouting at me, "Get back here!" But when we finished, she said, "Well done." And from that moment on, I knew Colleen would be a friend for life. Someone who is fiercely loyal and always has my back no matter what. After some time in lockdown with online lessons, it was nice to be back at the dojo, having the chance to train with people I hadn't known before. Sam soon became someone I greatly admired and respected. Her dedication to KRMA is beyond compare, and I'm grateful for all the time she has helped me with anything I found difficult or struggled with. Thank you. In April 2021, I became a lifetime member of KRMA, along with the pocket rocket that is Natalie. Her determination to keep going is so inspiring, and she has taught me to never give up no matter what life throws at you. We have got through many battle assessments together. Fast forward to September 2023, grading for my first Q. Standing up and going through most of the curriculum on my own and feeling like I was failing miserably, Susie gave me the pep talk and kick up the bum that was most definitely needed to keep me going to the end. I was also treated to a rare Susie hug. I'm not sure if she's aware of what she did for me on that day, and countless others, but I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'd also like to thank my fellow black belt candidates, not only the trad ladies who I've already mentioned, but the freestylers, the kickboxers, and of course, the katana guy. The hard work we've all put into getting this far has been truly inspiring. I am proud to have been on this journey with you all. Thank you. I'd also like to thank my traditional karate classmates for inspiring you, throwing you about, and helping me to become a better karateka. Thank you. And to the amazing KRMA instructors, with your never-ending patience, guidance, and wisdom. Sensei Sam, Sensei Carl, the katana guy, Sensei Jade, Sensei Sue, to name only a few. Thank you. And of course to Sensei Andy, without whom none of this would be possible. Your enthusiasm and love of karate is infectious, and you should be so proud of the community you have built. I am so proud to be a part of it and to be one of your students. Thank you. Last but not least, my family and friends for taking an interest in what I do and being my #1 supporters, for cheering me on from the beginning and never doubting me for a second. In conclusion, the saying goes, it takes a village. I found it takes a KRMA family to make a black belt. I couldn't have done it without every single one of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I've been training at KRMA for the past 5 years. I first started traditional karate back in September 2019. In the same week I started kickboxing, and for those who train in both and the confusion it has between them, I now know I was mad. From the beginning, I've had Anne-Marie and Cara supporting me. I still remember the first month coming to class when there was an overflow. I love learning and being challenged by the higher grade techniques and learning Japanese from red belt. So for those low grades, I definitely recommend to try and learn Japanese early, as it will make things easier when you progress through the curriculum. My first grading was in December 2019. I still remember how nervous I was, and it certainly never gets easier. The nerves are my strength and weakness. It keeps the fire burning and I want to succeed, but the overthinking mind and self-criticism knocks me. For me, as it was for many, after that was a roller coaster. We hit lockdown, so I had classes and grading at home and even in the park, and even completed in some online competitions. Training slowed down for me after lockdown due to health reasons. I did receive my kickboxing first degree black belt in December 2021. I needed a health break and decided to take a step back from kickboxing to concentrate on my karate. I attended classes where I was able to and steadily continued to do gradings eventually once my attendance and ability met the requirements. Fast forward to the Christmas party last year. I was so proud of my son Theo receiving his freestyle first and black belt, and also my fellow dojo members receiving their black belt invitations for this year, especially my kickboxing and karate sidekick Susie, of course, who has been my rock for all the years. Deep down I was gutted that it could have been the year I did my second degree in kickboxing grading, but even more so because I didn't receive my invite from the track first time for this coming year. I knew I was mentally capable, but I was still battling physically. But that did not need to give up. With the assistance of Sensei Andy, my doctor, physio, and a big pep talk with myself, I was determined to not give up completely. I took the plunge to push myself to complete my last Q grading in March, and in the running to attempt my traditional black belt grading this Christmas. Through hard work, discipline and determination, I have accomplished what I set out to do, and I confidently stand here before you. I want to thank my Wayne for being there for me for everything these past few years, the encouragement from my family and friends, to Rick for being my training partner who keeps pushing myself, especially inspiring and letting me throw my back continuously, and finally the continued support from the black belt candidates and the senseis during our black belt prep and the very long exam. For gaining my black belt, it shows me I have an understanding and the basics to go forward with my martial arts journey. This traditional karate belt is a reminder of the tremendous growth I have made whilst training in martial arts, becoming fitter, learning proper techniques, regaining my confidence, becoming disciplined, and foremost overcoming mental and physical challenges, which are all important life skills that make me into a better person I am today. I am looking forward to what comes next in my lifelong martial arts journey with being a lifelong member of KRMA. Firstly, by joining the MMA lot in January to expand my knowledge and abilities. The more we learn, the more we realise how much we still have to learn. Become a better you today than you were yesterday. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Hannah. This black belt journey has been a roller coaster from start to finish. It signifies the development of my resilience over time and my determination to overcome challenges and hurdles alongside the friends I've made along the way. I'm a much stronger person after facing obstacles I never knew I would. This is the first step in my journey of my personal development. I've bounced back after several long-term injuries and difficult personal life events. Each time I've come back more determined to succeed in my kickboxing journey and reach the goal of my black belt. I wanted to take this exam to prove to myself that I've developed my goals and that I have the ambition to continue improving in martial arts. This black belt symbol is more than I can ever put into words. For anyone who knows me, I do a lot of voluntary work and have a hard time saying no when people ask me to help with things. Committing succeeding in my black belt has seen me say no to more events in the last year than I ever think I have in my life. It's amazing how much space you can dedicate to your own development when you start saying no. I highly recommend it to anyone. I've also given up the very relaxed daily routine I once had. I'm sure anyone who works from home can understand how easy it is to get up just before you're meant to log off. In recent months, this has been replaced with an earlier wake-up time to enable me to get the training session in before I started work. This was a struggle, and I'd love to say that the early workout made me feel refreshed and ready for the day. It did not, but it did feel like I was trying my best to achieve my goal. When it comes to heroes, my mum is my biggest one. The reason I'm standing here after everything. She's shown me that no matter what happens, it's always worth fighting. No matter what people tell you, if you want something enough, you can achieve it. My other inspirations is my girl riding family. It's shown me some of the most inspirational people I've ever seen in some of the most difficult circumstances. When it needs to be done, no matter the deadline or the hurdles that need to be overcome, there's always an answer, and it's always to the best possible benefit of everyone involved. They are the biggest supportive fan club I could ask for. No matter what ridiculous goal I set myself, they are 100% behind me, cheering me on all the way, through the good times and the bad times. Some of them have even had the entertainment of me training whilst we have been at camps or events in the past year. When it comes to KRMA heroes, I'm sure we all have to agree Andy is an inspiration to us all. He's been nothing but supportive over the years, even at times when I wasn't able to train. I always felt as if I was still part of the family, even though I wasn't there every week. He's always encouraged me to find a way to make things work for me, even when it didn't seem like I could achieve it at first. Ben and Susie, also an inspiration. Everyone needs these two as training partners, shouting at you that you can do better whilst making fun of you. Definitely the push that I needed to train harder and get better. They're normally also very willing to be used for self-defense practice time and time again. And they're always willing to help me when I'm struggling to get my head around techniques. Sometimes that even included knowing my left from my right. And finally, all the K60 ladies, new and old. Back in 2019, I joined KRMA. Never dare think several years later the people surrounding me will be the ones to get me through some of the hardest times in my life. I can't thank all the kickboxing ladies enough for all the laughs and tears that we've shared, especially Emily and Sarah who are on this journey with me. And a big thank you to all the other people on this journey through this year.
No, we have to introduce ourselves. So hello, I'm Emily.
You're now part of the
I sound like since doing the black belt, I've just gone downhill. At the point of writing this, I don't know if I've actually got the black belt or how the weekend will go, whether I've passed or failed. But honestly, whatever happens, I'm just so proud of myself. This is something I truly never thought I'd be capable of, and something I never thought I'd be brave enough to do. This black belt means a lot to me, not because I can now say I'm a black belt, hopefully, but because it represents a culmination of 10 years' worth of work towards this point, and how I've improved mentally and physically. This black belt is made up of 16-year-old me who is too self-conscious to keep dancing, so wanted to try something just to make myself feel a bit more confident about myself. It's made up of 18-year-old me, moving somewhere new, start uni, and the only thing I replaced was the dojo. I just go by myself to train and just make myself feel a little bit better. It's 22-year-old me, moving back home during COVID, feeling like I've lost all the progress I've made and starting over again in a new club. It's made up of me going through some really stressful teacher training years and joining KRMA, just have something for myself that's separate from my job. Something I can enjoy and meet new people and just be myself. So what black belt means to me is that I push myself to keep doing something that's just for me, even when it's been really tough, or stressful, or easy just to stop. This black belt is also a representation of the fantastic support I've had throughout this journey, from my granddad who set me off and gave me the first push, to my amazing funny and to playing bonkers teammates, and now the ladies kickboxing group. So this black belt means to me that I've had friends willing to support each other and give up their time for our shared goal, that Sarah's willing to be tucked over my shoulder again and again, and that Hannah's willing to learn a whole new weapon just so we can train together. This black belt is a representation of the hours of training that Andrew's put into all of us, and the care he takes for us to help us improve and calm us down when we're stressing, and just have a laugh together at the end of a really long day. So yes, this black belt means that I've worked hard and kept going, but most importantly to me, it means that we're in it together. The black belt represents the effort, the continual improvement and the care our team have taken for each other. It represents the friendships I've made and the support of the KRMA family, and I think really incredibly thankful for. So I want to take the black belt exam for myself, to prove to myself that I am capable, and this is something that I didn't think I could do. So it's something I've didn't really consider until joining KRMA and feeling so encouraged and supported. So I want to take the exam to make sure that not only my hard work pays off, but the effort of those around me. I want to make them proud too. So I also want to take my exam from my granddad, who's the person who started my kickboxing journey, who made efforts to find me his old boxing club and took me there every week. I want to take it from my parents who gave up their Saturdays to drive me to training every week when I was at school. I want to take it from my students as well to show that it's never too late to start something and to keep going even when it's really hard. So one of the prompts for the speech that we had to say is why you think you deserve your black belt, and honestly that was the hardest part for me because I don't know what to write. The idea of deserving a black belt is something that I struggle with because it's hard to feel like I truly deserve something so significant. When I think about the journey, I don't necessarily feel like I deserve it, but I do believe that I earned it. Over the years I've consistently shown up and trained and given my best even when it wasn't easy. There were many times I didn't want to train or just felt overwhelmed by everything else in my life. But I pushed through anyway. And I've trained through injuries, doing my best in whatever way I could. I shared my love for the sport at work, teaching girls self-defense class, when my main goal was just to make these students feel empowered and strong and just enjoy themselves. So my kickboxing journey hasn't always been smooth. Moving to new places, trying to find a new club was terrifying, especially because kickboxing can feel like such an intimidating sport. I've never felt good enough. But through it all, I'm proud of myself for not quitting, even when it would have been easier to walk away. So over the last 2 years, training with KRMA and the amazing team of ladies has kept me going. No matter how tough my day's been at work, they've pushed me, supported me, and just made me laugh. The people I've trained with, especially Hannah and Sarah this year, have been a huge part of why I've made it this far. And I'm so grateful that I didn't stop. The black belt is a result of all of those moments where I could have given up but didn't. So in terms of the price I've been willing to pay to achieve this goal of the black belt, it's been my time when I felt like I didn't have enough, my energy when at the end of the day I didn't have any more to give, and my comfort when walking into a new room of people who I don't know is the scariest thing imaginable. I'm not a naturally confident person, but a price I paid for the black belt is consistently pushing myself out of my comfort zone and trying to be more confident in myself and my abilities. We're asked to talk about our heroes and inspirations for the speech, but I've already mentioned mine already. They're an integral part of this whole journey. Hannah, Sarah, Susie, Bev, Sam, Andy, and all the ladies at K16. You guys are my heroes and my inspirations for keeping me going and letting me be myself in training. Especially that one. So Sarah, you are so strong. You are kind and compassionate, like physically very strong as well. It's quite scary. You inspire me to give it my all like you do every single session. Hannah, you keep pushing through every injury and do not let it stop you from finding a way to make something work. Andy and Susie, you lead by example by showing us that black belt is just the start of the journey. You give so much time and attention and support to help me improve and calm me down when I'm stressed. My granddad, my mum and dad and Harry because he wanted to mention that everything they've done for me. So whatever happens, whether I get this black belt or not, I'm proud of myself for just being brave enough to try it. And I'm proud of the effort and teamwork that we've all shown during this year. I'm thankful for the friends this journey has given me, and I'm so thankful for the KRMA family for being there for every second of it.
Hi, I'm Sarah. When I started my journey at KRMA, my aim was to kickstart my fitness again while learning a new skill. Never did I imagine that I would achieve my black belt, and neither would you if you'd seen me rolling around with the Christmas tree trying to master the rainfall that year. Now, 6 years later, standing here on the cusp of receiving my black belt, I look back at that time and I remember thinking, I can't do that, not at my age, or I'm not strong or flexible enough for that. Yet, when I received my black belt invite, I didn't hesitate in saying yes, which just highlights how far I've come and the newfound confidence that I've gained. The sheer panic setting a few days later. I owe a lot of that to the KRMA family, in particular Sam, Bev and Susie, who have taken the time to coach, encourage, and give you tips where there's certain things that I'm struggling with. If it hadn't been for Sam and Bev insisting I was ready to call Sensei Andy over to sign off my green belt, I'd probably still be stuck on my green belt now. Then there was Susie breaking down the Superman punch, showing me different ways of approaching it that helped me finally achieve that. The point is that this hasn't been easy. There have been areas at every stage that I've found difficult and continue to find difficult. But what I would say to all those just starting out is if you believe in yourself, put in hard work, watch, listen and take on board the advice that's always forthcoming at KRMA, you will surprise yourself at what you're capable of achieving. It's been about more than just a physical achievement for me, it's the whole package. All my adult life I've been the wife, the mother, the professional, and everything I've done has had someone or something else at the forefront of my mind. I wanted to take my exam as this was something that I could do just for me. I wanted to become the best version of myself, and the values and disciplines that martial arts represents have helped me underpin that goal. I'm more patient, empathetic and disciplined, which are skills that I've been able to take through into my personal and professional life and will be fundamental to any future success. Over the past year or so, I've made a conscious effort to prioritise my own health and well-being. That started for me when I got a new job, enabling me to achieve a better work-life balance, and I've since focused on nutrition and exercise, and as a result, I've become physically and mentally stronger. I have used this strength to push myself outside of my comfort zone and to sacrifice time with my family. In fact, my husband has been known to refer to himself as a kickboxing widow. I've had to decline events, give up weekends, rush home from work, get changed, drag myself out into the cold to get to class, and these are the only handful of reasons why I believe I deserve a black belt. When it came to thinking about heroes, I struggled with that area as I've never really been one to idolise celebrities, sport persons or anyone from afar. It was even suggested to me at one point that perhaps I should make something up because they'd never know, would they? Then I moved away from thinking along the lines of famous and thought about the people who actually do influence and inspire me. I've always tried to learn from the people that I meet and draw from their characteristics, good or bad, and ultimately decide whether they are the traits I want to take forward into my life. Obviously we've had a lot of mention of Sensei Andy tonight, and I can't ignore the influence that he's had on all of the KRMA family. His love and dedication for his work and to his students has become even more apparent this year during what's been a particularly difficult period for him in his life. There's the instructor team, as mentioned earlier, but also all of the kickboxing ladies, particularly Emily and Hannah. They make it a pleasure to train with, and of course, some of the MMA guys who kindly let us beat them up on more than one occasion. When you've had a bad day, feel a bit off or just can't be bothered, you always end up having a laugh, and an hour actually works wonders for de-stressing. A special mention to Emily, who's been there encouraging me, training with me, getting bruised, battered and quite frankly broken with me. You watch Emily, she's such a perfectionist, she's meticulous with every detail, it's actually infectious. It makes you want to step up and do better. I look back at why I started this whole thing in the first place. I wanted to be fitter, stronger and a more rounded individual for myself and my family. My kids were a huge influence in my life, and I've been able to draw on various elements of each of them, their very different personalities, and apply the same mindset to this. I've got one who's very driven, organised, knows what they want out of life and just goes for it. One who's laid back, always up for a laugh, yet works hard to achieve their goals. And one whose sheer determination and resilience, despite several knockbacks and challenges in their life, never ceases to amaze me. My husband is the kindest person I know. He'll do anything for anyone, even when they haven't always been that kind to him. Without his support, even little things like filling up my water bottle, ready to go for class, or sort things out at home while I'm out training at weekends, I wouldn't have been able to achieve half the things I have in my life, especially my black belt. He makes me want to be a better person. Whilst writing this, I didn't and still don't know whether I've managed to pass or not, but what I do know is whatever the outcome, I surprise myself how proud I am of how far I've got, and it's made all the aches and pains and bruises worth it. I'm excited to see what challenges are to come. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eva and I'm going for my black belt this year. I'm Bruce Cannon. Working with everyone has been a blast and I've got to know everyone better whilst training. Everything I've gone through has been tricky, but my friends and family have helped me pull through it. It's been an insane ride with the water clubs. Gotta be honest, it was hard, but it was great. I'm so grateful to have been invited to do this, so thank you. What a black belt means to me. In my opinion, I would love a black belt, but the black belt itself is meaningless. If you believe in yourself, you can anything. And I think that's the whole point of this test for a black belt. Having a black belt would be amazing. It would change my life completely if I got this, because I would know how to defend myself out there in the world even better. Why I think I deserve a black belt. I've put so much effort into this, achieved so much, and made so many friends to do this with. It would be amazing if I got it. I really mean amazing. Everything I've struggled through, my friends, my family, and all my senseis have helped push through this. My motivations and goals. It's been my dream to achieve my black belt ever since I was 3. I know, 3. It has been amazing to achieve this, and it would mean a lot. Even though there is a 50% chance that I would fail, I'm still so grateful to be able to do this. Thank you. Such a great opportunity to have the chance to do. My heroes. People put one of their family members in this, but this one is extra important. My mum. She has taken me to karate for 7 years, and if I wanted or didn't want to go, my mum would force me, whether I liked it or not. Back then, I never wanted to do. I never wanted to, but now it seems stupid to say it, but it's true. Every time I went, though, it made me happier and happier. Next, Sensei Andy. He helped me and supported me by giving me any information I needed on the black belt techniques and forms. It was so helpful. He also pushed me further than my limit and just saying, worth it. Thanks for that. He picked me up when I was sad, hurt, cross, and if I may add, when needed, he told me to get my butt on the mats. Finally, this may be a get through or something. I mean, I know that a lot of people do this as well, but I can't get just one more person. I think everyone that supported me, from the ones who didn't even train, to the ones on the mats with me, and to those who are doing this with me right now, who got this amazing opportunity as well, deserve my praise. As a conclusion, I'd just like to say thank you very much for being invited to do my exam. This experience will be engraved in my brain, by the way. Also, please don't look up to me because I am an absolute goofball. And if you will, I will need to be put on a pedestal, and that will be very awkward sitting on it for the rest of my life. So, yeah. That's all from me. Yep, I'm finally done listening, speaking to those who are nearly asleep. Thank you for listening. Yours sincerely, Peter, aka probably the weirdest person I've ever seen. Now I'm going to die of embarrassment and run off as quickly as possible. Bye.
That's right.
Right. My name is Susie. I'm here again. I do come with a warning tonight, just for anybody who needs it. And I'm sorry you have to listen to me hard palm for a second during the talk. I'll start by stating that this has been a whirlwind of a year. I still remember being given my invite last year at the Christmas party, and here we are. Blink of an eye. What a year it's been. I've had some hard lessons over the year, and it's made my viewpoint shift somewhat. I'm not going to go off on one with my speech. Of course I have heroes. I spoke about them last year. You don't want to hear about that again. Find them on Facebook. They're there somewhere. But this time around, things have definitely not been as easy. Who has an easy year as an adult anyway? I always said when I turned 40 that I'd throw my hands up and have fun on that roller coaster, but for some reason it's got stuck on a downhill free fall. And that appears to have gone on so long that I'm in Kazakh. Except with my luck, there's no treasure. I've really enjoyed my focus time at karate. During this year, I've gotten to know my fellow traditional black belt candidates better. And with each and every one of them, they deserve to be here. I certainly wouldn't have managed without each of them. They all bring something different, but at the same time we have fun, we laugh a lot, especially on those bad days where getting on the mats is the mental hurdle. I was definitely a red shirt on this journey, and sorry, I have to throw my geekness in there. I've definitely been the red shirt on this journey, and I've only made it because of you lot. Becky, the mum voice, the stern looks, those PIs, brilliant. Colleen with her Stella and habits. Yeah, always gotta love one of those. The twinkle in her eye when she does this stuff is brilliant. Cara with her Sheldon spot. Nobody else is allowed to stand there. Anne-Marie with her constant encouragement, and Nat for letting me throw you about. Just get on with it, just do it. We do get a little bit feral. Thank you, ladies. I'd be remiss if I didn't say something about a couple of other traditional karate people who aided my journey here today, Rick and Jamie. You've both helped me throughout my entire journey from my red and white belt to where I am today. Rick, thank you for letting me throw you about, and thank you for letting me be really bad at throws and half times falling into a crumpled heap with you. Jamie,
Thank you for always being there to help with the little pedantic issues that you're so good at identifying. Thank you for being my black belt self-defense partner. I hope someday you'll have kids. That's a story for after 11 o'clock tonight. Now on to the fun. Andy, where do I start? Thank you for your time, your patience, and just generally being there at the end of my witty, often offensive comments, and just laughing at me, with me. You never really know. Between slap kicks, being a wisdom tree, the dark sense of humour that generally comes out when we're talking Bonkai and Oyo, it's been fun. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You may be going to hell at some of the things we've enjoyed a good laugh over, but I'm driving that bus, and there's plenty of people in this room with a seat. I found this year has deepened some good friendships outside of KRMA. Linz and Martin, who have helped not only me on my own, but we've had some great times on such much needed family outings. It's really kept me sane, and probably drove you slightly insane. The random inventing that I've done over this year has been unreal. When things have gotten dire, when I couldn't see the wood for the trees, when I bandied about with the idea of quitting training altogether, as I didn't think I had the strength in me to keep going with the pressures of what was going on, Linz was there, pushing me on, reminded me of how I wanted to achieve this belt, and of course, when it was at its worst, we only had one question to ask each other. Harvard? The journey to a black belt is different for everyone, and it would appear it's also different every time. This time's been the hardest black belt assessment I've been through. It's been the toughest year personally to try and do it. So for me, this black belt has helped me realise my own personal strengths and weaknesses. But back to the list of thanks. Thanks to my family, especially Caitlin and James for letting me practice some minor bits. Minor. I know neither of you wanted to play martial arts with me anymore, so I'm going to need a willing victim in 2026. Volunteers? Nobody's volunteering. I was going to say, we're going to need new students in. Somebody who doesn't know me. Thank you to Kiva for making me repeat myself so much that I got annoyed with myself. At least I don't need to shout, "Journal entry!" Yeah. Through the house in the evening anymore. Thank goodness for that. Thank you for everyone who stepped on the mats last weekend. It creates an experience that leaves a lasting impression that's very difficult to explain. Thank you to everyone I haven't name dropped for the little bits of wisdom and encouragement that have helped get me here today. Thank you to Becky. Where is she? She's in the other room. Well, she's going to get slapped. She got my PPE. She doesn't get another thanks now, she's done. And last but not least, thank you to, well, me. I came, I saw, I did it, and this time with less injuries. I finally started listening to those aches and pains, and boy, we got some serious talks. We had some serious talks this year. That's all from me, except to say I hope you have an enjoyable evening. We do have the chance to get on the dance floor this year, don't we? Yes, we do have a chance. We're going to dance this year. And thank you, Miss Blackburn. Can I have a sticker now? Oh, yes, you have. Yes, thank you.
Standing here to make my speech feel really lackluster compared to what I've just seen. So, let's go. I did a play. I did a mini speech in my actual assessment. Why am I scared? I don't know. This is how you can tell I'm a theatre kid. Anyway, my voice was dying to the karaoke last night, sorry. So, if you don't know me, I'm Alicia. Yeah! Woo! I don't know what else to say, I'm not really that exciting. But, I'll get into it now, I'll stop dawdling. As a child, in truth, I never really felt fulfilled in life because everything seemed to come easy to me. Schoolwork, most things mental, blah 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 blah. Sports, despite being good at the technique of them, were always, and still are, my weakness. I've never been into them much, tried this, tried that, did football, did school clubs, yay. But then, for some reason, still don't know why, I joined the martial arts school club, and I don't really regret it because I was 7 then, and now I'm 13, which makes me feel old. Woo. In general terms, I still feel the same way about my life, mostly. Along this journey, many things have happened, good and bad, and this makes me want to say that even if I end up failing, I'm happy I tried, because it's something I'd like to be able to do more often. Over the years, it's been nice to learn something alongside people I never would have known otherwise. Good people that I've grown to see as friends rather than just people who are there. In the subject I've never been gifted at, it's nice to see myself make obvious progress for once. It's something that never really happens. Woo-woo. My list of inspirations and heroes could stretch on for miles, from real to fictional influences. Even those that aren't sentient. I could come out here and say a plant pot, because they don't break when people kick them. But I'd rather not bore anyone by keeping them here till they drop dead, so I'll specify a few. First, and most cliche, to my parents, I'm pointing you out. Hi. Please don't laugh at me after this, and please do not hug me or whatever, because, no. You're the entire reason I can be here. Number one, because money, because I'm broke, and I have spending problems. But if it weren't for your unconditional support and advice, I doubt I'd be here today, let alone with you all, at all. Yeah, I can read, I swear. In metaphorical terms, if I'm a bucket, you've overfilled me in the best way possible, which means that you have to pick up another bucket, which is staring at me. Don't stare at me, Mason. It's disgusting. Second, to my classmates, not at school, but in martial arts, and to my senseis. I'm pointing you out, Georgia. Where are you? Hello. Because you've been here the entire time, and I feel like if you weren't here, I would have probably dropped dead about 5 years ago in fear. And to Sensei Carl and Sensei Sam for just being there while I do all my belts, while I go through this and try not to want to jump off a building. Plus, if no one was there, how the hell would I figure anything out? I wouldn't, unless I tried to use Google, but I don't think that would work. Finally, to myself, I'm still surprised I'm saying this because I can never find anything to praise myself for without it sounding forced. It still sounds forced, but hey, I'm not a saint nor an empathist, and I've never been good at receiving gifts or compliments, but just this once, I'll give myself the satisfaction of self-acceptance. Good job, you made it. Now what? So there are the thank yous and inspirations of my life. The optimistic side. Insert cheering noises. However, everything comes at a price, and I love talking about things like that, because yeah, but I'll probably dawdle on forever if I say that. Which means, to be pushed forward, there must be a force trying to keep me back. May I present, insert fancy sparkly things. Woo. The setbacks of life. Whether from my incessantly annoying perfectionist self, overpiling myself with things to do, or just trying to be myself, life keeps holding a weight over my head. No, I seem to be the one holding it. Because no one's your greatest enemy but yourself. Not being flexible enough, not being strong enough, tall enough, the list goes on. Those are only hindrances though. What keeps setting me back is my need to do something perfectly, and do lots of things just to prove myself. Earlier this year, I joined the school production and got a role I wanted. Not the lead, but the secondary lead. I enjoyed doing that, but the pressure kept building and building. I'm also one to get hurt, and quite often, procrastinate, and in general, lack motivation. Couple this together, and you get an overthinking mess, aka me! Yay! Against all odds, however, I somehow managed to push myself through it all, and because of that, I'm here today. In summary, thanks. Thanks to everyone who's helped me build the stairs in my life. Whether the outcome of this... Whatever the outcome of this chapter, I hope next to still keep the resilience and strength I gained in this one, no matter what the current chapter ends in. I'm off, bye.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I first started learning karate when I was in year 5. I started in June, and when the Winston Dojo opened, I started to attend lessons there instead. Over the years, I have seen lots of people who have started their Winston Dojo give up, but I've been dedicated to implement it, and this is important for a black belt.
setbacks, like feeling I pulled every muscle in my legs trying to protect hips, and even ending up in A&E with a concussion. It has never put me off going back. Over the last year, I have also been helping to teach new students who have started an instant. I really love passing my knowledge and helping other people to improve. I have done this every week, and I really like to see them passing their head tests and grading and achieving their next goals. I hope I've been a good role model for them. I also like to thank everyone who has been part of my journey from a white belt to a black belt. Also, I would like to say a thanks to everyone else doing their black belt, as well, because of their endless support, and even in the exams I need to never give up and keep pushing through. Also, a big thanks to Jamie for holding all of our boards. While I'm at it, I would like to say thank you to Alicia for being a good friend and karate partner, who has been on this journey with me from the start. Thank you to my mum and my dad for always supporting me and getting me through my training sessions every week. Thank you to my sister Amelia, who has let me teach her some of my forms which helped me to learn that too. And also for being brave enough to let me practice my self-defense moves on it. Thank you to Sensei Carl and Sensei Sam for being there every week, helping me and motivating me, and making sure I can do the best I can do. And I've always been there at the end of the message if I ever had any questions or needed anything. There have been many times where I found my journey really hard and wondered whether I will be able to pass my next belt. But with all the help and support of everyone, and my own determination to not give up, I think I have shown the resilience of a black belt, and I feel proud of my achievements. Thank you.
I'm here again. Unfortunate for those who have had to listen to me ramble on twice before, but here we go. So much has happened in my martial arts life. Outside of it, in the last... I'm lost already. Shut up. In my martial arts life and outside of it from the last time, so here's a shortened version of the last 3 years. I got my second Dan black belt in 2021. I've had so many amazing opportunities since, and I will forever be grateful for them. In 2023, I went to Germany with the WMAC England team. At this point in time, my dad, Sensei Carl, who was on the point of being called into his awaited surgery at any point. This was the year that Superstar Bev took me under her wing as if I was one of her own, which leads me to my first thank yous. Thank you to Bev and Becky for being the best karate mums anyone could ever ask for. They are both the kindest souls and are always finding any way to help anyone. Next, I would like to thank Evie. She never fails to put a smile on anyone's face. Not always for the right reasons, however there is no doubt in my mind that Sensei Andy is sick of us both. But what can I say? We must have got our absolutely hilarious sense of humour from somewhere. So thank you to Sensei Evie for being an amazing friend, even if you are sometimes annoying. Only kidding, you definitely think the same about me. Now I would like to move on to the martial arts that inspired me the most. These people continually make me want to strive to get better through their kind words and overall enthusiasm for our sport. For starters, I think to some this one is very obvious. I would like to thank her in the process of telling you all how she is the sweetest girl ever and a very skilled martial artist. So Lila Powell, where to start? As we all know, Sensei Andy is very good friends with Steve Powell from the EK Martial Arts Academy, which is how I first heard of Lila. Coincidentally, that day she popped up on my Instagram and suggested, and the rest is history really. Lila is nothing but an amazing friend, constantly encouraging me to become better in martial arts and even outside of it. Her kindness is truly contagious. Even regardless of outcomes in competitions, she still carries on and sees it as an opportunity to be 10 times better than the first time, which is really all needs to be said when showing her determination in everything that she does. Lila, your support and dedication to helping others mean the world to me, and I am grateful to say you are by my side in this martial arts journey. Next, unironically, is Sensei Andy.
As you all know, I've been at KRMA for around 12 years and haven't looked back since. With his training, I am proud to say at the age of 15, I already have a second dan black belt and have been to 2 world competitions. Most importantly, not has he taught me the technical skills of karate, also the importance of discipline, respect and perseverance. Each lesson is not just about learning how to kick and punch, but the understanding of the importance of hard work and dedication. I would like to thank him for creating a supportive environment where everyone feels encouraged to improve. He takes the time to give personalised feedback, helping us all reach our full potential. This kind of mentorship has had a profound impact on my growth, both in martial arts and in life. Lastly, I appreciate Sensei Andy's true passion for karate. His enthusiasm is clear to us all, and it helps me push through challenges and strive for excellence, even if I'm finding it difficult. It's his belief in me which motivates me to keep going when things are tough. I am forever grateful for his guidance in everything I do, and inspires me to go for every goal that I do have. Next, I would like to thank every single student at KRMA. They've all impacted my journey in some way, whether it was when I was covering your classes, seeing you in between classes or at events. I cherish the community we all have. The friendships I have built with fellow students and instructors, even the ones who have come and gone, but I do seriously appreciate you all. And on that note, I would like to thank Maisie Hall. For those of you that knew her, would know how she would make everyone giggle. I do miss the constant giggling in the background and that I did my first black belt with her. The memories we had will last a lifetime. I would also like to thank Jack. However, I don't exactly see the point when he's always picking me up from the dojo to buy me food. Actually, I take it back. Cheers for Mackies though, Jack. Only kidding. Jack truly did help me through my first World Championships and his second. And without his help on my bow form, I would have never got there in the first place, so thank you. My last martial artist isn't a surprise to anyone, but Sensei Yu. On a serious note this time, I really appreciate her as she's always there to support me in my training, pushing me to be my best. Even if I do say though she is quote bullying me, I know deep down that she just wants to help. Her passion for martial arts inspires me to never give up. We share so many laughs together, we do everything together. As long as I have you by my side, anything is possible. Having someone who understands the ups and downs of our journey makes all the difference. Whether we're practicing techniques or just hanging out, I know I can count on her, which makes our friendship truly special. I would like to thank everyone for listening to my speech. I hope you all have a lovely night and Merry Christmas to you all.
Hi, my name's Evie and I'm going for my second dan black belt this year. I started martial arts to become more confident as I didn't really talk to anyone when I was younger. Well, if you know me now, but it definitely works because now I literally don't shut up. Not only did I start martial arts to become more confident, but to learn how to defend myself. Thanks to Sensei Andy, Carl and Sam, I think I have really achieved more than I thought I would. I have not only learned how to defend myself, but to showcase my skills in katas, learn new tricks and so much more. I would like to thank Sensei Andy for giving me the opportunity to teach the younger classes what I know and share my knowledge with them. And if I'm completely honest, I enjoy when Andy's not there as I get to teach classes on my own and it's so much fun. When I was a lower grade, me and the people in my class were asked to hold up a black belt and put how many black belts we might on our fingers. I didn't think that I'd even get one, so I put up 2. Now I can hopefully say that I achieved that and made little Evie proud. Another reason I started martial arts was to gain new friends while training. This leads me to the people I'd like to thank for helping me get to where I am today. First, Cara. Thanks for being the greatest friend that I could have asked for, as you have supported me and made me laugh all throughout my martial arts journey. It's playgrounds were just too funny. Not only are we great friends in karate, but outside of it too. I can't even count the amount of random things that we've done and places we've been to. From being my buddy in my first grade class to us getting our black belts together, you've always been by my side. I would also like to thank Sam and Carl, as without them, I don't think I would be the martial artist I am today. I remember freaking out about a kick that I couldn't do. Nothing's changed. And you two have always made sure I've understood it and did great while performing it. Thank you. I would like to thank my friends, Toby, Jaden, Anya, Martha and Abby, including my best friend Phoebe, who I've dragged along today to help me watch Get My Little Lord. She's always there for me, and even when she has no idea what she's going on about, she's still with me. From me having a meltdown to me telling her the things that happened in the night sport class. Thanks, Phoebe. And to Becky, thanks for our little chats before classes and making sure I know what I'm doing in the next class. I suppose I should really say something about Sensei Andy, shouldn't I? Might be a bit awkward, but I'm only joking. Andy, thanks for being the greatest Sensei and getting me to where I am today. I should probably just thank you for putting up for me in my strange ways. But no, seriously, thank you for making me the martial artist I am. The last people I'd like to thank are my family I've brought today. My aunt and uncle who are always interested in what I've been doing. And my parents. You two are my rock and you both have my back no matter what. Even if I'm just having a meltdown over nothing, you have always been my biggest cheerleaders. No, literally. I remember when my dad took off his shoes, came on the mat and actually demonstrated a cartwheel. So thanks for that, I think. There will never be a way that I can show you how much I want to thank you for that. Love you guys. Thank you for listening to my speech and have a great night. Unless you're acting, just keep it.
Hi, my name's Colleen. It's been 34 years when I first stepped on the mat at the dojo and started to learn karate. I went to 4 different karate clubs, which didn't work out for me. I didn't learn any Japanese, hardly any self-defense. I was told to help the lower grades, which I have no problem with. Same thing all the time, so I ended up quitting, as well as finding commitment to working. So at home in my spare time, watching films, mainly martial art ones, karate kid, blood sport, etc., I was itching to get back on the mat. So I thought one more time, there must be somewhere out there, somewhere that can teach me. So looking on social media, Facebook, came across KRMA, rang up with the chief Jack answered, who was very helpful and asked me, so I came along. 6 years later, here I am still here today. What a black belt means to me. When I first started 34 years ago, I never thought I'd get this far. I've seen a lot of people quit. I'm no quitter and I love karate. I make mistakes, but who doesn't? I put a lot of time and dedication to what I do. I absolutely love the sport, and even when I chat too much or make people laugh, I still manage to get my head back into what I need to do. If I'm awarded a black belt, I will be so proud and honoured, not only for myself, but for my late mum, my fella, my son, and all those who have helped me through the years. Why I think I deserve a black belt? I deserve a black belt because I put so much effort and dedication. I spend time helping others, which they struggle, as I know how it feels. I have failed previous gradings in the past, learning from them in the past, which felt good. I love a challenge, especially sparring. I just let them have it. Why do I want to take this exam? Well, I don't know. 34 years is a long time. Ignore them. I want to take the exam as I know I'm ready. I have got much stronger and my confidence is getting better. Even though I get nervous, I still try my best. I am not afraid to ask for help. I am not ashamed of my mistakes, as I can learn from them. I am learning all the time and don't mind helping others. The price I'm willing to pay to achieve my goals. To achieve my goals, I have been practicing as much as possible, whether it's at home or work, obviously when no one's looking. Private lessons and my classes each week. I have trained physically and mentally with a few tears and tantrums. I have had a few wobbles, especially in class, but with a lot of support, it's kept me going and made me want to get where I am, what I love. I also stopped socialising much and drinking with friends, but I think tonight I can make an exception. Heroes living, non-living, and chaos, inspirations. My first hero is my mum, my late mum, sorry. Ever since I started karate, my mum always was supportive. My mum would ask questions such as, could you handle yourself? When's your next belt? Can I come and watch? My mum also asked, when are you getting your black belt? Well, mum, I'll let you know soon. My second inspiration is my son, who has been a journey for 27 years now. Connor's helped me train mentally, physically, and also been very supportive. Connor also asks questions when I get home. Sometimes I give him a demonstration, which I managed to take him down. With 6 foot, I've managed a bit heavier than me. I guess shape and size really don't matter. Connor also asked me for many years, where's your black belt? Well, son, I'll let you know in about half an hour. My KRMA inspirations, it has to go to the travel ages. Ever since I started KRMA, These took me with their week. They've been very supportive, on and off the match. When things get tough, they would keep me going, pushing me, sometimes literally. I wouldn't be stood here today if it wasn't for them. They kept me on my toes. Blood, sweat and tears. I'm so lucky and grateful I have them in my life. Becky, Carl and Anne-Marie, I love you all. Thank you for the awesome foursome. Here's to the next step. Finally, personally, thank you so much to Sensei Andy for getting me to where I am today. You've hit me, almost knocked me out on one occasion, put me on the floor numerous times, listened and supported me whenever I needed it, so thank you for that. Secondly, to my fella, if it wasn't for you stepping up and helping me out on so while I train, I possibly couldn't have done it, so thank you Gary. So I hope I have done the best I can and that I have made everyone proud. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely evening. If you don't know me, my name is Anya and this evening I'm hoping to achieve my secondary martial arts. As I'm sure you've already noticed, I've lost my voice, which is why I've got a microphone. Perfect. Speech. So, my journey to where I am today began about 7 years ago. It's crazy to think that I've been doing martial arts for almost half my life. I decided to try karate simply because Abby did. As you can see, we are both still here. I started junior dragons at Barton before also joining Goxwell classes after I realised how much I enjoyed it. After a few years, I moved up to senior dragons, which I found quite daunting. Yes, I used to hide behind my mum's chair when it came to kata. For Christmas 2020, I received my first bow. Since then, I've represented Team England in Czech Republic, coming home with 4 bronze medals, 3 of my bow, and 1 open hand. However, before that was my first black belt grading. In the run-up to the big day, I was terrified. Like loads of people, I was most nervous about ball breaking. I even came to dojo 2 days before the grading to have a panic practice. On the day, I ended up being sick several times and had to leave. I was super nervous as to whether I would still be able to complete the exam I had worked so hard to achieve. Luckily, I was able to re-attend the next weekend and pass without being sick. So, now I'm going to talk about what a black belt means to me. A black belt to me is a symbol of all the hard work and dedication that has to be put in to get to this stage of martial artist journeys. As a black belt, I believe that I should be a role model to people who people feel they can come to for help. The next thing I'm going to mention is why I think I deserve a black belt. I think I deserve a black belt because I put in a lot of effort into this exam. I also believe I could be considered as a role model to many people. I'm always ready to help and support others, and that's not just through their martial arts journey, but also in other aspects of life. Another question is, who are some of your heroes and inspirations? In KRMA, I have so many, but if I went into detail about everyone, I'd be here all night. Because there are so many. Of us doing our exams, I will just name a few. Firstly, I want to say a big thank you to Sensei Andy. Not only has he taught me how to do simple kicks and punches, but he's also taught me to be more confident in myself. Thank you. I would also like to thank both Bev and Susie. Thank you, Bev, for making it possible for us to go to the Czech Republic and for helping me with jiu-jitsu and anything I ever need your help with. And thank you, Susie, for helping me with sword, but also for simply putting up with me and the weekly reminder of how many days we've had going, but we all know we lived it really. Some more inspirational people from KRMA are the people from our black belt class. Thank you, Abby, Cara, Martha, Eva and Georgia for making me feel welcome at Brig. I look forward to our classes every week. I can't complete this exam without mentioning the awesome foursome. My mum, Cara, Colleen, Becky and their honourable member, Susie. Thank you for dealing with the constant reminder of how many days it is until the exam and for helping me through mine. However, it is quite annoying listening to my mum's phone ping 24/7 from a group chat. Of course, I should also thank my parents for helping me along the way. Thank you, Mum, for driving me to class every week, and thank you, Dad, for providing me with money to try win at competitions. But also, thank you to everyone here for supporting me on my journey to second dan and for making me laugh, as I hope I do sometimes for you. I hope you all enjoy a lovely evening. If you are hoping to have your efforts rewarded with your first or next black belt tonight, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Oh, lovely. Moving that chair. Quickly, I'm about to fall over. Thank you. Thanks. Right. Sorry, everyone. I've been stuck for about an hour. I'm back to kills. I've been told to keep this one brief. So, could you hand your phone to someone and go to the bar, please? Because I'm the last one. Thank you, Molly. Or the Guinness. Okay. I don't like writing my speeches down. I feel like they're more from the heart if I make them up on the day. Don't worry, Andy. I'm keeping it short. Right, I have written some things down. 2 years ago, I passed my first dan in katana, and in those 2 years, I've practiced for this one. Well, I kind of practiced for this one. Most of the time I spent waiting for Andy to write the syllabus for this one. But he did, and I practiced it, and I did it on Sunday. In that time, I had get katana from just a PGS system to a proper class on Wednesday at break at 7:30. We need more than 2 students, please. I'd love to see people in the future go for their katana black belt. We do have one who's close, but he's decided to do freestyle instead, which is disappointing. You know who you are, Mr. Devine. Okay. I will tell you a story about the greatest swordsman who ever lived. And his name was Miyamoto Musashi. He lived in Japan, sort of 600 to 500 years ago. He was one of the only, or one of the first, dual-wielding swordsmen. And his system that he came up with is what I'm practicing nowadays. There are tons of stories about him, showing up early, showing up late, getting the advantage. Using wooden swords was his big thing. He won 70 duels, mostly hitting people with sticks. And I was writing this, and I realised that I don't actually care. He's not a hero of mine. He died in a cave 500 years ago. And neither is the Red Baron, and neither is the White Death. These guys, these are my heroes. I know everyone's done this already. The traditional guys especially, who I like to consider my students. I'm always at the front. That one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. You guys have done really well. Natalie, you're over there. Where's Becky? There's Becky. I care much more about seeing those guys going through their belt than whatever I've been doing. To be honest, it feels like the most important part for me of the whole grading was watching them do very, very well. The most surreal thing is standing over there and having people come up and tell you that you've been an inspiration to them, which I've never really gotten used to. Thanks to my mum, thanks to Sensei Andy, thanks to everyone who's been here. I think it's time for whatever comes next, the awards. Merry Christmas. Right, guys, you want to sit down? Hey, guys, come here. Thanks for that.